Well, as many of you know, right now things cost a lot. We're talking about inflation. I mean, your SDG&E bill, that skyrocketed for so many people in just the past couple months. So it seems like things are getting out of control. So we want to talk about some changes and choices that we can all make that are not only eco-friendly, but they can help save you that hard-earned cash money. So we have the Zero Waste family joining us. Fredrika Syren James Harker, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
It looks beautiful where you are. I recognize that spot, your beautiful garden in your backyard, right?
Oh, yeah. And Ned, I have to say that I'm so impressed with you. I saw you composting on Instagram.
Yes, you guys inspired me. After we came to your house, we saw your composting system, and you know, I got a lot of bugs and worms, but only in the bin, so I'm happy about that. It's not all over the house. Yeah, so we're learning. You guys are a great example, so that's why I wanted to talk to you about this. Saving money, that right now I think is a huge priority for so many people. And what people may not realize is if you're helping, think of eco-friendly ways, you can also save money. So explain how that's happened for both of you.
If you think about what's going into your trash can or even your recycling bin, that's probably a pretty good indicator of where you might be able to save money. Think about how you can use reusable things and reusable packaging on the things that you buy. Think about taking coffee with you rather than buying a coffee cup. Both it has a disposable coffee cup and it costs a lot more. When we do our shopping, now all the bulk sections are open back up. We're able to buy things in bulk or from local farmers at the farmers market. Packaging actually is about 10% of the cost of goods and foods. And so by buying in bulk, you save money. We do the same thing with our household cleaning products, either making it home, or we're so blessed in San Diego. We have zero waste stores both in San Diego and North County, which really can save you money.
So zero waste stores are something to think about, bringing reusable bottles, having them fill up with shampoo, things like that. We've seen stores like that here in town. And then buying bulk, that's a great one because, yeah, you're right. Instead of buying a big box of cereal, you can just, go get the bulk at the grocery stores. Many stores offer that. Has this really saved you guys a lot? Let's talk about that just in your household. How much are you guys able to save living your lifestyle?
Well, we have actually calculated that we save about $18,000 a year just by living eco-friendly. And if you actually calculate how much that is over 10 years, that's a lot of money that we used to literally throw in the trash, and now we're saving instead.
Okay, $18,000 a year. That's amazing. Anyone hearing that right now might be like, wait, what are they doing? So what's some of the big cost-saving things? I mean, you mentioned buying in bulk, reusable bottles, things like that. That's huge. Any other good tips that they're easy to follow?
Well, we certainly have some big things like solar panels saves us a lot of money for sure. But my advice is always to think about lots of little things in life and not to get caught up on how much it's saving you this week or this month. I always calculate savings over a 10-year period. And I'll just give you a silly example. We haven't bought paper towels or paper napkins in literally like 10 years.
Wow.
We have reusable cloth napkins and paper towels. And if you look at what the average household spends per month on paper towels, that's about $1,900 over 10 years. If you start making lots of little changes like that in your life, it really adds up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just using reusable towels, what a simple concept, right? Wash them, use them again. It seems pretty basic. And, you have kids, so that's its own set of challenges. Kids cost money, so how do you handle that?
With our kids, I think that we're focusing a lot on, first of all, we're blessed to have very minimal kids. Not the kids are small, but they don't actually own a lot of belongings and clothes and toys by their choice, I should say. But also, whenever we do buy gifts for them or like toys or clothes, we try to buy it used as much as possible. And that is huge savings for us.
So used items, toys, I mean, I get hand-me-downs from Eric, for example, all the time, and our daughter loves them. So that's a great way to handle things. If they don't mind, why would they mind, right? If they don't know any other way, and it's still like brand new. So that's a good one.
Right. The reality is more stuff doesn't make kids happier. Actually, spending time with them, having experiences, and then having some well-selected toys really creates the space for their own creativity to flourish.
I love that. And as we're looking at your backdrop right there, your garden, I'm sure that helps too. I mean, you're able to grow a lot of food on your property.
Yeah, so we grow about, I would say 70 to 80% of our own food, and it didn't start off like this.
Right.
So I don't want to discourage anyone who's like that they can't grow food like we. We started with like 3 boxes, one for each kid, and then it just every year we keep adding boxes. And today we grow, like I said, 70 to 80% of our food, and it is so nice for us to be able to just walk out to the garden and harvest our meals.
And that is a great way to get kids more involved in eating vegetables. If they're helping grow them and then you send them out into the garden to pick them, it's so fascinating how much more willing they are to eat them.
Okay, I love that. For people who may be, intimidated about looking towards a lot of environmentally friendly ways, what do you always tell people that, maybe a little like, that's too much for me, I don't know if I can change my ways?
Yeah, you can't look at like, I'm going to go zero waste overnight. No one can do it. We surely didn't do it. It took us, 15 years to get where we are today. I think you have to do it like one step at a time, baby steps. Make one change, like once a month or every other month, or even once a year. Just make one change is going to make that difference. And every change is a huge change and makes a big difference for the environment. And get the family involved. Have fun with it. Get your kids involved. That makes it a lot more fun for us, at least.
Yeah.
And a big way you can save and be eco at the same time is to really start to eat out of your refrigerator and your cupboards. It's amazing how much food most people have at home. And it really does require a bit of creativity sometimes to use that food rather than going out or buying more things that you feel like. But if you can really eat through the food you have, it has less food going to waste, and it really saves you money.
Yeah, because an average American family actually throws away about 30 to 40% of its food.
No.
So imagine how much savings you can do, because that adds up to about $2,000 a year.
Yeah, that's hard-earned money. I'm guilty of that. I mean, I look in the back of the fridge, oh, I forgot we had these, and then they're all moldy, and you end up throwing them away or putting them in my compost bin. But yeah, those are great advice. Where can people go to get more information?
We've got lots of tips and tricks like this on our website, zerowastefamily.com. You'll also find our YouTube channel there, where we oftentimes are giving demonstrations of how you can save money and other tips and tricks to live more sustainably.
Thank you guys so much for being on, and thanks for showing off how beautiful and sunny it is here in San Diego. I love that view.